Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a bloody good day to you there, sir. My name is Mansource. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me for another game of Age of Empires 4. Today we're playing as the Chinese civilization against, we're just doing a 1v1 here against Jojo. Kicking it off. So this is going to be another kind of build order for the Chinese, and kind of the way I like to play them. So generally I will start out the game with 6 villagers on food, 2 on gold, and from there either it depends on who I'm playing against and what kind of civilization. If I'm playing against the English, I will maybe put 6, 7, maybe 8 people, villagers on food, because I really need to click up as quick as I can, because I need to prepare myself for those longbows. Now, I've been playing a lot of 1v1s recently, and every single team every person that I come up against is the English, and quite frankly, it's getting very annoying, right? I am starting to hate the English. I don't mind playing as them. They're actually really good fun playing as. But coming up against them when you're not the English is so frustrating. But this game, I nailed it. I got it down. Right? So, what we're doing right now is, obviously, we're trying to get as much food and gold as we can to click up to feudal age, and then we'll aim for hitting the going into the Song dynasty, which I think is absolute meta at the moment. So we're currently sat on 320 food, 190 gold. We're nearly there. So we're going to keep the scout out. We're just going to get as many sheep as we can. Now the person I'm up against, you'll see. I mean, he's not the best player. He's not a pro, but then again, neither am I. I'm not great either. Still learning myself, but having an absolute blast in this game. I'm loving it. I've pretty much given up every other game that I play, kind of Battlefield and that kind of stuff. I don't even want to play it right now. Not to say that I won't go back to it, but for now, I'm just kind of focused on this game, and I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm going to keep up this kind of content and keep getting the videos out there, because I'm really enjoying it, which is the main thing. Now, I've seen a lot of videos of people's tier lists and how they kind of rate the civilizations. There's been a real mixture. Kind of they generally follow the same sort of suit. I do disagree with some of them. I would place the Chinese top tier, S tier. For me and my playstyle, they're amazing. I love them. They're so diverse. If any civilization you come up against, you've sort of got something there to counter and just to absolutely push. I love the different dynasties you can do, the different perks, the different upgrades. They're insane. I love them. The quicker building, love it. I hate waiting around for things to be built, so when I click up, I don't want to be waiting, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I want to get 3 or 4 villages on there, and I want to click up as soon as possible. I want that building to be done. Same with barracks, same with everything else, keeps, everything, walls, you name it. I want it to be built now, like yesterday. So that's a massive reason. Obviously, they got the what's it called? The Imperial Official. I think it's called that. The guy that goes around and collects all the tax. Obviously, you can have 4 of them. Amazing. I love if you do get pushed early, and say you get your villagers pushed off the gold, and if you get them back on, if you get 2 villagers back on gold, and then you supervise the mining camp, man, that helps. That helps so much. So Chinese are, in my opinion, they're top tier. They are awesome. And hopefully they don't get nerfed too much. They got that crossbow unit. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. The one that shoots 3 arrows at a time, or consecutively in burst. They're awesome. I love them. So good for an early push, and you can even take them into the late game once you get all the upgrades in the barracks and you make them the veteran archers. Awesome. So so with the Chinese build order, it's very different to the English in my opinion. So the way that I would do it is I would focus heavily on food and gold, and obviously you're going to have people on wood and stone as well, but heavily I kind of focus quite heavily on gold and the food. A lot of the upgrades and a lot of the units do require gold, so like the man-at-arms, which I think are very good, and the crossbow unit that I'm talking about. I'll see it later on in this game and I'll be able to tell you. I might just skip ahead and just have a look. To mess up the pronunciation, Chokunu is the unit I'm talking about, the crossbow unit. So they're insane, especially in the early game. Now when I'm playing the English, I am 100% most of the time, let's say 99% of the time, I am making a stable first. And I'm getting the horsemen out first because they counter the longbows pretty well. They close them down. They don't have much time to get many shots off on them, and I love them for that reason. So they're really good early game. I'm sure you can upgrade them and make them veteran horsemen or whatever it might be. So you'll kind of see here now. And this, I'll also show you another reason why I love the Imperial Officer. So if you do have a stable up or anything, any building that's researching the unit, you can supervise that building and it will make the unit a lot quicker to produce. So I'm doing that now to get these horsemen out because I'm being pushed by these longbows. I want to get as many units out as I can. So you'll see the Imperial Officer sat there just supervising. He's doing a grand job there. So the normal amount of time it takes to train that horseman is 22 seconds, I think it is. And looking at it now, I don't know the official figure or what the percentage is of how the official reduces it, but they're coming out in under 10 seconds, which is an absolute game changer for times like this. If I was waiting 22 seconds for a horseman to come out, it might be that he might have won this game, especially with all these longbows he's got just backed up here. They could have pushed in, taken out villagers, and it could have set me back. He could have then clicked up to Castle Age, and that's it. It would have been GG's. But you can see with these horsemen that we've managed to push the longbows back to eliminate the imminent threat. So for the time being, as you can see, we've pushed the longbows back. We're just going to keep pumping out these horseman units. Just in case if he brings any more longbows back, we just want to have as much behind us as we can. The longbow units they train at 100% speed, so it only takes something like 5 seconds, I think it is, for a longbow unit to be produced. So if he's booming on food and wood, he's going to have a good time getting these units out. It's not going to take long at all. See, already he's got 7 or 8 more units there. If he's constantly training those units, it's going to cause problems. So we're going to keep bringing out the horsemen. They're going to keep the pressure because I think eventually he's going to give up with the longbows, which is what we want. He's going to then turn to something else, or he's not going to make as many, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. So keep up the pressure, and we will get there in the end. So at this stage, we've been in feudal age for about 7 to 8 minutes now, and we need to think about getting ourselves in a position to have enough resources, or at least aim to have enough resources to click up to Castle Age, because if he clicks up to Castle Age and then Imperial Age quickly, that can be a massive game changer as well, and we don't want that. We want to get up as soon as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to push these horsemen in just to give ourselves some time to get as many resources as possible. We want to get the food up, we want to get the gold up as much as we can. So this allows us to have time. If we just pulled the horses back and he was to make a fuckload of longbows and then he pushed in, and then we might not even make it to Castle Age. So if we apply a bit of pressure now, we just take out a few villagers, he's going to move those villagers off the food, as you can see now. And then we'll go down to the berry bushes, we'll get these off the food as well, off the berry bushes. And that just allows us some time to get his units off, and it gives us time, because if we apply the pressure to him, he's going to be doing other stuff. He's not going to be putting units down here. If he was a better player, if it was a pro, he might have come down the northeast side, and he might have pushed around that side. If he did that, he could have won. Because I haven't got any walls up there as it stands. He could have easily done that, and I was kind of thinking that he would. I was waiting for it, but luckily he didn't. So now we're going to go and build the Barbican of the Sun, which is the defensive unit. This will allow us to go into the Song dynasty. So we've got the tax building up. Now we're building the Barbican of the Sun. This will allow us to make the crossbow units that we want, the unique units. I cannot remember the name of it now. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it, and I'm just making myself look like a right tit here. So we'll just call them the crossbow units for now. You just have to know what I mean. So it's the unique Chinese unit in the Song dynasty. So we want those now, and if we have enough of those units, they will counter most things that they send us, including longbows and spearmen, because we've got those horsemen out. They're going to think that we're going to run with these. I'm pretty sure. So they're going to. I reckon they're going to be making the spearmen. So now we're at the point where we're going to be thinking about making some sort of push, or we've now put in the foundations for it. So now they're pushing us. We have got the archery ranges ready. We've got some horsemen left over, and I did call it. They made spearmen. I bloody knew it. Now, luckily we had that Barbican of the Sun there. That defensive unit told us that they were pushing. Now, at this point, we were getting close to being able to click up. We're gonna have to postpone that for the time being, because we need to take out the imminent threat that is their army, basically. So I don't know if they pushed all the way back into their base, or they're just up this middle creek here. So we're just trying to explore just to see where they are. Okay, so we've got 6 archery ranges. We got a barracks up. We walled up the east side of the map. So here they are, getting the rams ready. We're gonna have to push in with these crossbow units. The Hoganu. Whatever they're called. We're pushing in with them. And we're actually ready to click up, but I don't know if we will click up just yet. These units just absolutely tear through. If you've got a large enough number, see these spearmen aren't even getting close to the Jokunu. Ah, said it, the Jokunu. I am basically Chinese. No, not really. Not even. Yeah, far from it. So we get some farms down. We run out of sheep, so we want to keep the flow of the wood going. So we'll get some farms up, and we'll keep producing the Jokunu. God, I've got it now. I've got it. They got one ram left. We took out everything else. It went well. So we've got some Jokunu left over. I don't think they're gonna be able to take care of this ram, but you know it can't hurt just getting some shots off. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring them back, and we'll regroup with a bit of a larger force. And this would be a good time to start clicking up, and then we can make a bit of a push with the Jokunu. Let's get another town center down. So by doing this, what we can do is we can make double the units. So because we went into the Song dynasty, that produces our units instead of 15 seconds. Oh no, is it 20? I think it's 15 seconds. It drops it down to 13 seconds, I think, or 12 seconds. So it reduces the amount of time it takes to produce the units. Or is it 20 seconds before the dynasty? I can't remember how much it was now. I think it's either 15 or 20, and it reduces it down to 13. So a lot quicker. Now, if we have two, we can get double the amount of units out at the quicker time. So we can go for a bit of a boom on the resources, and we can absolutely smash the units out. We can get some siege going, and hopefully we can just kind of railroad him and just make him quit, basically. So at this point, what we're going to be doing is just producing more and more villages. We want to get some more on food, and I think what we'll do is we're going to eventually push some villagers up, and I think we're going to make some choke points. We'll build some walls, and hopefully some defensive outposts as well. So that's the plan. So we'll just use up these berry bushes just because they're free. So we might as well make use of everything. So we'll put this wall here. That will stop them kind of coming around. If we've got an army moving up, we don't want any flanks or anything like that. So they can only come one way then. I saw a really good strategy by someone who was playing as the Chinese. They put the small segments of stone wall up, and then they used those defensive outposts on that stone wall, and that just, I mean, they've got pretty good damage on them. And I saw someone just it was on Aussie Drongo's channel, and what a tactic that was. So exactly like how you're seeing now, they'd put that on there, and anything in front of it, it would just fire one of those arrows at it, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty saucy tactic, actually. Really enjoyed watching that. So we'll move these the Jokunu up. We do need some villagers on stone though, because we do want to eventually build a keep or something. So we'll get this mining camp in the middle of the gold and the stone, and perhaps we can get some more people, some more villagers on the stone. So let's take out as many villagers as we can, just to kind of slow them down a bit. So he's got a decent, or yeah, he's got a number of longbows there. I wouldn't say it was a decent amount, but he's got some. Those arrows are firing really far from that keep. I'm actually pretty surprised how far they can fire. So we're just going to pull back a bit here. I think this is a good time, while we took out the longbows, I think this is a good time to maybe bring the villagers up. Yeah, let's bring them up. Let's bring them in the corner here. And yeah, let's click up. This is a good time. This is a good time. While we've got the pressure on, we're on his side. Let's get that clock tower up for the siege. We'll relocate the lumber camp because we want a steady flow. I don't want to, if I've got units up here, I don't want to have to keep checking back because we've run out of wood to chop. So we'll get a fresh wood line, and we'll get heaps of barracks up. And then what I'm thinking is we'll run the Jokunu with man-at-arms, because I think that is going to be a deadly combination. Man-at-arms and the Jokunu. So nearly finished this clicking up here to Castle Age. I don't think we'll need to hit Imperial Age. We'll just run with Castle Age, I think. So once we click up, we can get some more upgrades for the Jokunu. I do like the man-at-arms. I think it's a pretty strong unit. Do need some more on stone. Yeah, let's get some upgrades here. And then, yeah, it's got to be the Springalds, isn't it? More on gold. The siege isn't cheap. So if we've got even more on gold, that's going to help a lot. Plus the man-at-arms, they do require food and gold. So the extra gold is definitely going to help. So we'll get this keep up, and that will hopefully give us some support for when we do make the push. And then we'll top up the stone as well. That will allow us to keep building walls or keeps if we want to. We are pretty low on nearly 200 stone, so we do need a lot more than that to keep up the push. It's definitely worth building more than kind of 2 or 3 barracks, especially at this stage of the game and the position that we've got. We want multiple barracks, multiple archery ranges, and we just want to get as many units out as we can. So let's go for a bit of a tactic. We'll get a stone wall up there. We want them to go around the back, not the front, because that would be pretty dangerous. We'll move the Jokunu up just to give them a bit of cover. And then what I think we'll do is we'll go with the defensive outpost on the stone one on the wall. Ah, so he's got the mangonels. Now we're going to be all right on the mangonels because they don't do too much damage against the buildings. If it was a trebuchet, then I think we'd be in a bit more trouble. But mangonels, they're fine. We can just allow them to just keep hammering it basically. He's not going to do too much damage. I don't think he's realised kind of what's going on here. Oh, yeah, he's realised. And the keep is dealing with the mangonels, which is good. That looks awesome. Look at that. Something from a movie. Awesome. Look at all that firepower. Look. Brilliant. What a great unit that is. Fantastic. Love it. Okay, so we run out of the berry bushes here. We'll just get some farms down. I don't think we'll need them too badly, but we might as well get them on something. You know what? I think let's just get everything moved in. I think. Right, let's go a bit ballsy, shall we? I think I'm gonna get attacked from that that outpost. Yeah, that range is so good on it. So good. We'll cancel it. We'll get the resources back. Let's just move in. Let's get rid of this ram. We don't really want to lose that outpost there, if we can help it. Okay, we'll try and get this rebuilt. This outpost. That defensive tower's got to come down. Oh, he's got a decent number of the longbows there. Yeah, we'll send the man-at-arms and the spears up there. That'll deal with it. We'll push him back. Are these building the? They're repairing the wall instead of the outpost, I think. I think we're losing quite a few of these units now. Maybe, yeah. Let's pull them back. Let's pull them back because we got some more here. We can just regroup. We'll get some trebuchets on the go. We can actually upgrade the Jokunu, which I think we'll do. That'll just give us a bit more firepower. Yeah, there we go. It was repairing the wall instead of the outpost. Yeah, they're trying to get the that landmark built up again. Put another lumber so they don't have to travel as far. Upgrade that. I think we're looking good down the base for resources and stuff. Maybe you could do with a bit more gold. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to last too much longer. We'll get some more on just in case. We've got a decent amount of villagers out with resources and stuff. Oh, they do have a trebuchet. That's alright, we got 2 coming. I'm not even worried. Not even worried at this stage. If we keep those villagers there, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Okay, we've got a decent number here. So maybe we'll start to push back in. Let's use the Springalds first and take out the trebuchet. Or at least push it back. Right, that gold's done. Let's use one of these big ones in the middle. There's so much gold here. It's just ripe for the taking. Get a monastery up. That trebuchet's done. See that they're pushing the. Oh, he's got the bombards. Okay. If he had made that earlier, I think we would have been in trouble, but I think it's a bit too late. We'll move these this trebuchet up. Oh, awesome. There we go. Surrendered. GG's. On that note, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you some tips and tricks and maybe a bit of an insight on how to play the Chinese, you know, for beginners. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button. It's coming up to Christmas time. Be generous, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.